They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Well, this defense for the Bills, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
Here we go. 46.
Prescott now. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. It's the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. Drops it to Blue. Complete. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job. Keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Here we go.
Now Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing a 4th down play to result in 23 yards. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. On the give, this is Blue. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Yeah, that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right. With him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
We spend so much time talking about the physical side of the game. How about the mental side? They just gave up a field goal, but they didn't get down at all. Big-time return. They're set up to try and at least tie the game up.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Allen going to throw. Shakir hauls it in. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing now is Allen. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Diggy Zua with the effort there to earn the sack. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's into space past the 25. And finally marked down at the 23.
A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Alert, alert, alert.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Odighizuwa. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Off 52.
Allen now looks to throw. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Tyler Bass on for the extra point at 10. Field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up second and goal.
Throwing, Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have regained the lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they have no answer for that right there.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now Allen. Pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 41, this is second and a yard. From the gun, it's again to Cook. And a nice spin into some open field. Now inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Bills 14, Cowboys 10.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To the air again, Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
1st and 10.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They run with blue. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards to pick up there and also a 1st down.
That's another Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Here's Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. A gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. He's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Now Prescott. Touchdown! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have yet again retaken the lead. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this 1st half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now 17-14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
56.
Here's Allen to throw it. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And they have the game here on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partners, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
A gain of 14. And the Cowboys first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott.
At the 46-yard line.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Garrett Williams. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 41.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Round 80.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Tavius Robinson there on the tackle.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9.
To throw, it's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and it often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Allen taking it himself. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Allen going to keep it again. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Cowboys' 37-yard line.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And he slings one that's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To the air, Allen. Quick slant to Shakir. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. First down, here's the run with Cook.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now Allen setting up the screen for Cook. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 10 more there and another first down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's...
And he'll get in! Touchdown, Buffalo! Josh Allen with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
17.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. Williams brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Cook up the gut. Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Allen now on the option right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On play action, Allen. Throw that side to Kincaid. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the 16-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Alert! Alert! Alert!
Cook is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal.
Brown 80! Middle.
Allen going to change the look here. Allen now on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. James Cook. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
17.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And they'll send Pickens in motion right here.
Prescott from the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. Now Prescott. Finding Pickens for another catch. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Prescott to throw it. On a slant. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. There to make the grab. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score. So second and goal there from the one. They go to the air.
And the perfect down to throw the football in this sequence. Second down is always kind of that. Do they throw it? Do they run it? They worked it out to perfection on that one by throwing it into the end zone.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the two-point try.
The Cowboys will line up for the two-point conversion.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Hook made by Terrell Bernard.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
113 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First and 10 at the 30.
Allen going to throw.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run good for 24 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 43.
43-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Cook. The 20. 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They'll try the middle with Cook.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. And brought down there by Taylor Rapp.
3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter.
Second and 7 from the 20.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman.
And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. DJ Moore, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and back.
Oh, and now some space doubling.
Big strides. Look at him go.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
Jake Ferguson.
65 yards.
And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Allen.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. This one complete to Coleman. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 35.
And the Bills, first down. First and 10 at the 35.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Allen.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Here's Blue. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a 1st down.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Dallas.
Throwing, Prescott.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
2nd down and 6 now.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Plain and simple. That's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Pass for the Bills field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
That is caught by Lamb.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Prescott. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Prescott now. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th.
Got his man, and that's the rookie 4th-round pick.
And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
1st down. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Blue. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up.
4 yards on
Prescott.
2nd and 6.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
This Buffalo crowd letting them have it. 3rd down now. Here's Dak.
And that will be incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Through an opening, and there he goes. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Well, he got pretty darn close to a 3-digit interception return for a touchdown.
And what we learn on plays like that is just how far it is from end zone to end zone. That's a long way to go, isn't it? He gave a valiant effort trying to get there, but a great job staying with it in pursuit and running him down before he could get there for a touchdown.
And they will take a knee here. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Getting on some chill. We go 0 to 100 real quick. They be on that rap to pay the bills. And now I'm fitted, not even a little bit. Oh, Lord. Know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. How you sold, but still sold down to earth.
180!
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Buffalo, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Dallas, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.